Hi, welcome to a new video dedicated to a new 220mm brushless racer from a new brand, the VIFLY or VIFLY. In fact, this is a second revision of the R220 model. So the M2 offers right now the last electronic upgrades you can find actually in 2017. So they upgraded, for example, from an F3 board to an F4, integrating as well a built-in Betaflight OSD. You have some 2306 motors spinning from 2300 kV up to now 2600, so should offer more boost. You have some individual ESC supporting BLLES, of course, and D-Shot 600. They upgraded also from 25 ampere, now it's up to 30 ampere, so it's already good and no problem to support 4S. You have a CMOS 700 TBL camera, but with a very good light sensitivity. They change also a little bit the main chassis design. For example, they protect better the clover leaf, while the video transmitter connector is very well jailed and protected and separated from a frontal crash, a direct crash. So everything looks pretty good, and you have some LEDs front to display in real time your current voltage as well your current video frequency selected. Concerning the FPV ring, for the video transmitter you have output power switchable option, so from a 25 milliwatt, 200 milliwatts and up to 600 milliwatts. That's really great. So let's discover this new bundle. Okay, so let's open the box, and first you will have this very short just printed instruction, and mainly dedicated to the RTF version. But anyway, you will know that there is also a DVR port if you, for example, you want to carry on board in flight a small DVR to record your FPV flight without the I would say transmission glitch. Okay, but everything is here, an XT60 connector, etc. And for the rest, you have more the RTF configuration. That's all, how to configure everything. And the more important will be the last one, dedicated to the video transmitter. How to select a channel. You have to cycle between the 40 channel consecutively, so statistically you will have to press 19 times to reach your favorite video frequency. And how to change the power, a long press more than 3 seconds, and then you will enter into the output power selection. Then short press, you will cycle between 25, 200, 500 milliwatts. I said 600, about 500, and then return to 25. Okay, and so on. What you have, basic bags with 2 Allen keys, M2 and M2.5, some spare screws, some one. The headless are for the central part, also carrying the jailing the battery, and it's using also as a camera GoPro mount. And the non-headless are for the rest of the chassis. You have some 5-inch props, some dire props, some 50-45 burnout. Okay, basic 2-blade edition. Okay, no problem. I regret there is no other another bag with spare. And here is the quadcopter. That's all, nothing else, no battery, okay, no extra accessories. Anyway, here is the machine, so let's have a focus on it. So first of all, what I really like is the compactness. Everything is well profiled. Okay, and you have two one lower and one upper 3K carbon plates with a thickness of 1.25. Okay, let's check that immediately. 1.25 millimeters. So we can pick up. Look at that, it's super large, so no problem. And between, in sandwich, you have very strong plastic, so for crash resistance, have don't have any doubt that it will resist to most type of crash. Very well done. Really, for this new type of racer, for me, it's a direct competitor of the Archin with our X2020S, for example. For this one, no problem of durability. Let's focus a little bit on the rear side, where you can see the GoPro mount, also protected directly from frontal crash, lateral crash, the antenna, and indirectly the video transmitter connector, very well protected by this element here, will absorb the kinetic energy of the earth shock. So that's good. Okay, and just behind, okay, I hope you will be able, a little bit hidden, you have this DVR port, where maybe you can also install somewhere, maybe behind the battery, a small DVR module if your camera is supporting. It should be. So you should have the video signal here before to be sent to the video transmitter, so if you want to record a clean image. So what we have for carbon, and behind what we can find for my version, for the FirSky version, the diversity tooth antenna associated with the FirSky in D16 mode. Okay, so expect more longer range as well compared to the D8 mode. That's great. Maybe I regret the positioning horizontally, even if there are kind of quadrature here. Horizontally, you will favorize more the vertical plane instead of the horizontal one, so maybe one should be installed more vertically, I don't know. But with this FirSky in D16, we shouldn't have some problem of range. So in front, usually it's rear, but we have the XT60 connector and LEDs here, a 3-digit display where you will be display the current voltage with 1 digit of precision, and the current video selected band, the V band, and the current VIFLY inside the band. The motors, branded by VIFLY, are effectively some 2505, I say 06, but they are 2205, spinning at 2600, pretty fast. Okay, so they increasing from 300 kV, maybe some 2206 motor could have been maybe installed, but it's okay. So for information, immediately let's give you information about the weight of all this tractor. So standalone without battery, well, this system already reached 434.5 grams. It's a little bit heavy in my point of view, so probably something more than 30-40 grams more heavier than the Archin at the same time. And let's add, for example, the weight of 1300 milliamps hours 4S LiPo with 65 C of discharge rate, and we are close to 578 grams, so close to 580 grams. So for sure, with a 1500 and more, we will be above 600 grams, a little bit heavy, okay, in my point of view, but anyway, it's quite durable and solid. On front, okay, if I remove the lens cap, we will be able to find inside a rubber protection casing the 700 TVL camera. I didn't see how to set the system into NTSC or PAL. Seems to be in NTSC by default, okay, but need to be confirmed. The good news, you can adjust the lens orientation vertically with very high pitch, even more than 90 degrees, and down a little bit less than 0 degrees, something like -5, but completely useless. That's great. So let's focus more on the right side, where you'll be able to find the most interesting. First, a micro USB, where you will be able to connect this machine to Betaflight. And good news, the last Betaflight version, currently the official one, 3.1.7, is installed and configured. That's great, at least in terms of PIDs and flight modes. Here you have the video transmitter, you have a CH written, where you will be able to select the V band, the VIFLY, okay, and also the output power. As I said, you will have to press consecutively to cycle between the 4G channel. Is not subdivided in band before, okay, so be aware. And if you long press more than 3 seconds, you will select the output power. Also, another information, the labeling of the band are a little bit strange. For example, the band D, okay, the band D corresponds to the Boscam band, and so look that it's you can read 15.5 volt, and I am in the fourth channel of the Boscam band D. Okay, so it's great. Look, the lights front, unfortunately they are not programmable, and you have some lights as well on the rear. Red for the general, always turn on, and this one for the status of the quadcopter. Okay, so they are quite visible, but in front strong daylight, not sure they will be completely seen. Maybe they could be a little bit more powerful, at least for the front one. So another word also to attach the battery strap, you will need, maybe we give you the information about the free room inside. So in terms of 8, you can install a battery up to something by 15 inside in length. Not so bad, so probably 1800 could be installed, maybe more in 4S. So we are close to, I would say 94. Okay, that's great. And in width, it's quite large. The machine is okay, no problem for the width, 48. Okay, so but when you install the battery, so be aware the XT60 connector should be front now. You will have to pass the battery strap with the finger, press on it, in order to avoid that the scratch will first block the battery in order to completely secure the battery installation. It means that the top of the camera mount is perturbating the attachment of the battery straps. Okay, so it could be a drawback, but it's okay. Okay, it's just this tip to catch, and everything will be okay. Let's, for example, power the machine and turn on my FPV monitors, and you can see that we have Betaflight, where the basic information are displayed. So it's basic one from Betaflight OSD. Nothing have been really optimized. So in the Betaflight configuration and tour, I will also optimize a little bit these settings to display more FPV racing, FPV OSD information. So I think I make the first tour in the analysis. So really I like the durability, all these small details, really appreciate. So I don't think missing stuff, maybe the positioning of the antenna 2.4. Notice that you have individual, and you have a long screwing station, to remove the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 M2 screws to open the top cover. It's a little bit long, okay, and they are quite long. They're more than 8 mm, so could be a little long. One word about the VSky receiver. So to bind, it's super easy. Compare no hidden button. You have a deported button binding the rear one, so just press it, keep pressed, or press USB, because the receiver is also powered by the USB port. Keep pressed, connect your XT60 connector and bind to your transmitter. Little bad news, the telemetry information, RSSI, etc. is not exported for both the telemetry and the OSD. Unfortunately, I will show that. Unfortunately, nothing is transmitted, so no information. Okay, so it's a drawback, my point of view. Maybe the first one of this machine, why they didn't fly the VSky D16 receiver with firmware compatible with the exportation of the RSSI. So now let's check a little bit the default Betaflight configuration and probably optimize it a little bit to FPV racing. Okay, so let's check the default Betaflight settings. So I will press connect and let's check the current version installed. So we have good news, 3.1.7, so the last official one, with an omnibus F4 with built-in OSD. That's great, and I always advise to jump all the official settings in case you modified features and you want to restore it. So just copy, okay, open a text file and paste into it. And when you will want to restore it, just paste all this text file contents into the CLI, and don't forget to type save to restore the original settings. So what we have the possibility to save some data in the black box. But anyway, let's check first. Go to the port. Okay, let's go to the port, and since we have FiSky receiver in S-Bus settings, we have for the F4 bus flight controller, this serial turned on for UART1. For F3 usually it was more for the UART3, but here is more for UART1. Let's go to the configuration. We have a quad-X, and strangely we don't have this shot 600 turned on, so we can turn on to optimize a little bit the stuff. And exactly as for the main PID loops, we don't have 8 kilo. No problem to support 8 kilo, since the gyro is connected via SPI settings, so no problem of buffering and some stuff like this. Okay, no specific board alignment, and the receiver is officially connected in a serial protocol, and more particularly the S-Bus one. The RSSI is not activated, but we don't. The FiSky receiver actually is not flashed to support it, and the black box is turned on. Okay, but we can disable it, and we have OSD. That's all. No telemetry. Okay, and the VBAT is monitored with this default threshold. So let's save, and notice that we had with 2 kilos 3% of CPU load. It will increase a bit. Okay, not so much more. Okay, we are at 4%, so the F4 CPU is super strong. Let's go to the configuration. Okay, we did it. The failsafe is dropped, no problem. The PID tuning, okay, as you can see, they are different from the default Betaflight 3.1.7, so they optimize it a bit. And well, for the rates, they also personalize the settings. And for example, for the YA command, we have a super fast YA, so I will more apply something more soft and more linear. Okay, is my personal choice. Okay, about 600 degrees per second. And for the well, for the rates, we have something about 900 degrees. Okay, so it will flips and rolls without problem. The level strength have been also decreased to 30 for both angle and horizon. Okay, we'll save it. And for the filter settings, it seems that they are the default one. The receiver, okay, I will turn on the receiver, my receiver, and as you can see, everything is okay. Be sure to set all your first 4 channel to 1500. So it's using the D16, okay, FiSky receiver, and we don't see any RSSI on the last channel, for example. That's a main drawback. Okay, so we can apply probably and advise some deadband on the RC and on the IR. Okay, it's always editing, and that's all. So no, unfortunately, the RSSI won't be working. Okay, on the 15, it won't work, unfortunately. Okay, let's check the mode. So what we can see. For aux1, it's a flight mode, so program for 3-way position switch. So we are by default when it's up in angle, we're in some middle in horizon, great. And when it's up, we are in acro plus air mode, perfect for me. Maybe I will add the anti-gravity also for the last mode, okay. But my little warning is concerning the AUX2. Actually, we have a beeper, okay, no problem. But they also had the fail-safe. So it means that it will cut this throttle in any case. So it means that if by accident you press this switch, the beeper switch, with your radio mid-flight, all motor will stop immediately. So I can understand if you crash your machine that as when you turn on the beeper, the fail-safe will also stop motors if okay in any case, but it may be dangerous if you press a beeper switch in mid-flight, the machine will fall like a stone. So I will personally remove these settings, okay. So I will save that. Now we have only the beeper and that's all. Let's check the OSD, and we have everything by default. So I will apply more something about my current LiPo. I will install something by 5 minutes, and I will more use metric information, okay. And I'm not sure if the camera is actually in pale or NTSC. Let's check more in pale, okay. And I won't display the RSSI value because unfortunately it's not present. I will press the crosshair because it's very useful, but remove the artificial horizon and the horizon sidebar. I will remove the on time, okay, one of them is largely enough, and optimize a little bit more the positioning of the element. So this is the flight mode and the current battery, okay, like this. Up. So sounds good. And I will also display this throttle, okay. Input is always good if you to have this information to when a figure is done, okay. I will save. We have the basic, missing the RSSI. No possibility to program the LEDs, okay. And the black box, you can empty the field, okay. So let's check also the default firmware installed on the ESC. Okay, so let's check the default firmware installed on the BLE ESC. So I will use the BLE configurator. I will press connect, then connect the XT60 battery connector, and then press read setup. So we have the version 60.6, almost the last one, and I will in any case also activate the brake and stop features, okay. That's all, and voila. Since we have a beeper, no really need to play with the ESC buzzing, okay. So I will write setup, and voila, so we are ready to go. Welcome to the demo flight of the VIFLY R220, the M2 version, the upgraded version. So I will start to fly it in last condition. As you can see, I attach a mini Mobius, okay, with a nominal angle, something about 15 degrees maybe, not strong enough. Anyway, I really like the original design. I hope everything will be okay with practical test. I will install first 1300 mAh for S LiPo, and then I will conduct some testing with 1500, still in 4S configuration. Let's go. Okay, so I will turn on the quadcopter, turn on the radio, and turn on the Mobius. Let's check that everything on my Google is okay. Yes, I will record here. I will use two FPV goggles because one is synchronizing a little bit better the 30 frames per second. Let's start to record. That sounds okay. Let's arm. Let's see, punch out. Wow, it's powerful. So look at the speed. The front lights are visible. Wow, it's fast. Super fast. While tune, as you can see, I decrease a little bit the rates, the original one. Now, for me, it's much more comfortable. It's flying superbly. Wow. It's a monster in forest. Okay, let's now go to more FPV. Yeah, no drift observed in angle mode. That's great.